Most people selling their old clothes are tired of being nickel and dimed by platforms that take a massive chunk of every single sale. You list a jacket for 50 bucks, and by the time the app takes its cut, you are left with barely enough for a sandwich. Then there is this platform called Vinted. It has been popping up everywhere lately. People are talking about it in sustainability circles and closet clean-out videos. The big hook is the zero-fee model for sellers. You keep every single penny of the sale price. That sounds like a dream. It flips the entire marketplace math on its head. Most places take 10 or even 25%. Vinted says no thanks to that. They make their money by charging the buyer a protection fee instead. The interface is clean and fast. You can list an item in just a few minutes. Buyers can even bundle items together. It makes clearing out a closet feel incredibly efficient. But here is where the honeymoon period usually ends. The experience is wildly different depending on which side of the transaction you are on. Sellers are reporting sudden account bans with absolutely no warning. It happens sometimes on the very first day. People get flagged for suspicious activity without any explanation at all. You are just trying to sell an old pair of jeans, and suddenly you are locked out of the house. You also have to remember that this is not a place for professional flippers. Their terms strictly prohibit commercial reselling. If you are trying to start a serious side hustle by flipping thrift store finds for profit, this is a firm stop for you. They want casual users only. Now look at the buyer side. This is where things get really tense. Once your item arrives, the clock starts ticking immediately. You have exactly 48 hours to file a dispute. That is it. Just 2 days. If you are away for the weekend or the package sits in your mailroom, you might lose your chance. If you miss that tiny window, the payment releases to the seller automatically. There is no going back after that. If the item is fake or damaged, you are stuck. You better hope the customer support is good, right? Well, that is the biggest sticking point. The help is almost entirely automated. It is a world of bots. Real human interaction is extremely rare. People describe getting trapped in bot response loops that go around in circles. You are paying for a buyer protection fee on every purchase. That fee is supposed to cover lost or misrepresented items. But a safety net is only useful if someone is actually holding the other end of it. Right now, it feels like the safety net is just a piece of automated text. If you are a casual seller just trying to get some space back in your bedroom, the zero-fee structure is fantastic. It genuinely works for that specific goal. But as a buyer, you have to be incredibly vigilant. You need to open that package the second it hits your porch. Inspect every seam. Check every zipper. Document everything with clear photos. You might even want to record yourself opening the box. You need hard proof because a bot is not going to have a nuanced conversation with you. It is a clever system that rewards the fast and the cautious. It is definitely not a set it and forget it platform. You have to play by their very specific and sometimes rigid rules, or you will get burned. The simplicity of the app hides a lot of complexity in the fine print. Knowing those risks changes how you use it. You can save a lot of money and keep all your profits, but you might pay for it with your own stress levels. It is a trade-off that works for some, but might be too much of a gamble for others. If you go in with your eyes open, you can make it work for your wardrobe and your wallet. Just do not expect a human to come to your rescue if things go sideways.